I suppose you guys are in my video again. I will say something. I will say how to I everything, I this, I couch, I phone, I Jesus, I Danny, I saint, I everything. I will say what I is. I is everything. I is how Jesus lived. I say the word I. I is the best word in the dictionary. I need you to realize what I is. I is reigning supreme. I is God. I is something talented. I is something to remember. I realize without I, you have no legacy. I realize without I, you have nothing. I see that those people who have I never work for money. I need you to realize that. I realize that I walks in Jesus' name. I see that those who have I see that those who have I in a bigger way, I promise you, can overtake Jesus, thy name. I will say no matter what, I've just started to use my I in place. I'm in the year 2020. I promise you, Jesus will be here in the year 30,500. I've been told this by Jesus. I promise you, no matter what, I promise that Jesus will be here when the ego is no more. I promise you that as long as the ego is in this world, I promise you that Jesus will never return. I promise you that egos will kill those who reign I supreme. I promise you the world is full of ego right now. I never need to be around them. I realize I can go and never be famous. I can live like Jesus. I'd rather do that anyway. I do have a music career. I can shut up. I can go around the world. And I can really play my music. And I never have to speak to the egos. I can still reign supreme. I can still overtake Jesus. I never have to be around people. I never have to life coach them. I never have to show them this video until I die. Honestly, I will give my video anyway prior to my death. I'll give my video and my Mega Drive prior to my death always. I realize that I'll never die anyway. I realize that I'll never die. I have my I in place. I speak every single word with my I. I include my I in every word I say. I realize the world today is going everywhere except Jesus. I realize I love Jesus the most. I'm Saint Daniel. I need you to realize. I need you to realize that my name derives from Daniel. I need you to realize that my name is Danny. I need you to realize that you're looking at a saint. I need you to realize something in life. I need you to raise the I statue in Sydney. I need you to realize what I is. I is something amazing. I is something that's going to really boost you. I is something that's really, really talented. I also deserve my own statue in Sydney, please. I deserve a Saint Danny. I deserve a Saint Danny in Sydney. I deserve my statue in Sydney. I need it to be raised. I realize no matter what, I realize that you guys will always see this video. I realize that everything in the world, I see MP2, I see MP4, I see every single type of video, I see every type of quality, I see every type of pixel is always going to be here in the world. I promise you it will never go away. I see CD players can still be bought. I need you to realize I never need you to bought anything. I never need you to buy anything. I need you to invest. I need you to realize that I is everything. I need you to invest in I. I need you to see that I is honestly everything that you ever need to be positive. I is the most positive abbreviation in life. I is how Jesus walked. When I see Jesus, I see a big I. I for ideas. I hope you understand me. I see that in the Jesus times, I see that the word thy. I remember thy shall not enter the kingdom of heaven. I remember thy. I remember THY. I understand that back then the word was thy. I will say I now. I is a new word for thy. I still use thy. I have to realize something. I have to realize that you guys need to use your I more. I need you to say I every single day. I need you to realize I is everything. I practice in my journal. I practice increasing my I every single day. I practice I with intent. I everything. I in rapping form. I do everything. I sing with the I. I realize that opera singers, I realize they only sing in I. I never hear them singing any other language. I realize that I is the diverse language of everything. I realize that I is the best word in every vocabulary. I hope that you understand. I never need you to write any other words. I need you to really mix up your words with I. I need you to realize that I is the best word in the dictionary and in your life. When I say that I is the best, I mean I is the best. I mean you are the best. I mean everybody is the best. I need you to realize that no matter what, I is really going to solidify everything in your life. I will only lift you. I will never decrease you. I can never decrease you. I hope you realize. I hope you realize that I will never decrease you. I understand that everything else except the I will decrease you. I promise you that only the I will lift you. I promise you that the ego has no I in place. I need you to see that everybody who killed Jesus had no I. I need you to see that Mary's mother, I need you to realize, was nowhere close to Jesus' I. I need you to see that. I need you to see that people, when Jesus lived, would have killed Mary also if Mary had Jesus' I. I promise you I care about Jesus. I care about Jesus' mum. I care about how Jesus lived. I never care about the people who killed Jesus. I realize that's all ego. I realize those people are in heaven now. I realize that no matter what, I will say something. I will say yes. I will say that Jesus just said yes. I promise you that every soul in life that dies, no matter who has killed who, goes to heaven. I promise that the only judge in life is you. I promise that God will never judge you. I promise you that Jesus never judged anybody. I promise you that Jesus never judges anybody. I realize that no matter what, it's the ego that judges you. I realize that the ego is Satan. I realize that the ego is Satanism. I never need you to be in the ego. I realize that when you go into the ego, you go into right and wrong thinking. I need you to be what is. I need you to be the I in what is. I need you to realize that the I is what is. I need you to realize that the I itself has no ego. I never say illustration, I say ideas. I reign supreme. I need you to realize that I is everything that you can use to promote yourself. I will help you create talent. I will help you market yourself. I will help you have money. I will help you walk free. I will help you give your life in eternity. I can speak like Jesus. I can do anything. I can realize I will do anything. I realize I'm doing anything. I need you to understand I must do everything. I must do everything. I just never need to do negative. I realize that negative has no I. I need you to realize something. I need you to realize that in heaven, I need you to realize there is only I. I need you to realize in heaven there are dinosaurs. I need you to realize in heaven there are big festivals going on. I need you to realize that Avicii is playing festivals around in heaven. I need you to realize that every non-human animal being slaughtered is going to heaven. I realize that Jesus has already placed them in heaven somewhere. I promise you, no matter what, that every single soul that's ever killed here on earth is in heaven. I promise you that the soul is good. I promise you that the soul is heaven. I promise you that the ego, though, I promise you that the ego is Satan. I see Satan in your mind. I see Satan in the world's mind today. I will say it's the ego. I will say that the Bible believes there is some Dracula going on. Understand this? I will say something. I will say honest. I will say no matter what, that people believe there is God from heaven coming down to kill ego. I will say what's happening. I will say that Jesus already won the fight. I can really say it. I can see the I in Jesus' name. I can see that really, I see that it's the ego that's dying before Jesus comes. I will say that the ego will be no more. I will say this. I will say that the history in the making. I will say the history in the making. I will say in the year 30,500, I realized Jesus will walk this planet. I realized that Jesus will be in the same body that Jesus was when Jesus was born first. I will say that anybody in heaven, I realize that anybody in heaven can always come down to earth. I realize you can be born again. I realize no matter what, that the world that we see today is also in heaven. I just see no evil in heaven. I realize you can eat sausages. I realize you can eat meat. I realize you can eat pork. I just realized in heaven, nothing gets killed. I realize that's my heaven. I realize you can never be killed. I realize that you can do toxic poisons up there. I realize you can put heroin into you. I realize you can do everything. I realize you can do drugs. I just realized there is no evil. I realize up in heaven, I realize there is always equality. I realize that God our Father loves everybody equally. I realize nobody dies. I realize everybody can choose to come into the world whenever. I see a beautiful world happening. I realize no matter what, I realize that I came from heaven into this world. I will say that. I will say that. I realize that I lived prior to this. I realized that I was in heaven when I came down here. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you that the world started off with 1 million people. I realized they went to heaven. I realized God sent them down again. I realized they chose to come down again. I see the soul of that person chose to come down again. I realize they go up again. I realize they die. I realize they go up again. I realize they go up again. I realize they come down again. I realized Jesus is still here. I realized Jesus still brings the good news to everybody. I realize no matter what, the person dies. I see the person go up to heaven. I realize the soul comes down again. I see they take on a new form. I see they may go into a dog. I see they may go into a cow. I see they may go into a person. I see they may go into anything alive. I see they may be a tree. I see no matter what, I will honestly be truth. I'll be in truth right here. I say it's honest. I say Jesus is honest. I say that Jesus just said it's honest. I realize no matter what, that you can be born again. I understand. I understand the Buddha is also around here somewhere. I understand everybody who died is also in heaven. I realize they can be born again into this world. I realize that Jesus still remains supreme. I realize no matter what, I will overtake Jesus. I will overtake Jesus. I have another 32 years to go. I have 33 years to go. I hear you ask, how do I overtake Jesus? I will say with the eye. I need you to keep raising your eye into him. I need you to really be aware of Jesus. I see the only way that you can overcome Jesus is to overcome Jesus with the eye. I need you to realize that once you state what Jesus is, once you understand, I see just that once You understand what Jesus did in the world. Understand, then you can overtake him. I have to understand something. I have to understand that I have to speak with my I in every single sentence. I have to understand that this is the only way that you can understand to overtake Jesus. I promise you that Jesus is already ahead of me 33 years. I understand that. I understand I am 28. I'm really one. I'm 1 year as young. I'm 1 year as young. I'm just a person who is 28. I just realized no matter what, I will keep growing in my I. I'm still 1 year as young. I see that my I is number one. I will understand that any age, I realize that any other number, I realize I never drop in the ego over here. I realize that any other number I can exclude. I realize that I never care about my age. I always remain young in my I. I see that my I is number one. I see I am my I. I realize I stay young forever. I can stay in this world forever. I realize anybody calling themselves old, I realize anybody growing old, I realize they have died already. I stay young forever, I promise you. I never care about how I look. I will honestly say I love my I. I will honestly say that I grow in maturity. I just get younger. I see I can be 1,000 years of age. I will still remain young as can be. I promise you that's the power of I. I promise you I is Jesus. I see the word I as Jesus. I promise you that I can do anything. I need you to realize something. I need you to realize I am the first person in the world today to be even talking about this. I realize I'm the first person to be able to overtake Jesus. I will remark it in Danny's name. I promise you. I promise you Jesus already said it. I promise you that you never have to believe me. I see Sveti Daniel, I see Saint Danny being the first man in history to be able to walk past Jesus. I understand you. I love you, Danny. I hear Jesus. I need you to realize something. I can only do this with my I. I need you to understand that Jesus walked in his I. I need you to understand that people around him killed him because of how good he is. I need you to realize that your I is good. I never mean your eyes. I mean your I. I mean the word I. I love you. I mean that kind of I love myself so much. I see that's why they killed Jesus. I see Jesus loved himself and the world so much. I just need to elaborate more on my eyes so that I can realize, no matter what, that you guys really, really enjoy your life. I need you to enjoy life. I never need you to kill your eye. I never need you to cut your eye. I never need you to cut your body. I see that people who have no arms, I realize that people who lost their arms, in this world, I promise you those people cut off their eye. I realize they cut off the word I in ideas. I realize those people who have no arms and legs, I realize those people who got amputated, I realize they cut off the eye. I realize those people have cancer, I realize those people have disease, I realize those people who are sick, I realize those people are dying of something, I realize they cut off the eye. I realize in this world you can prevent sickness. I realize in this world there is no sickness. I realize people make up their own sickness. I realize everybody who has a sickness in the world manifested. I realize they manifested their sickness. I will say this. I will say that the I will never have a sickness. I never have a sickness in this life. I never have a sickness in this life. I realize that. I realize that I manifested everything in my life. I am solely to blame. I am solely to God that I can see Jesus' I can see the I in Jesus. I never need to spread it in this lifetime. I realize I get killed. I realize that. I realize I get killed in this lifetime for speaking Jesus' name. I promise you, there are people around in the world today. I realize they're speaking their eye. I realize they're just speaking about Jesus. I realize they're never even into Jesus how much I am. I realize they're preaching Jesus. I realize they're preaching what Jesus done. I realize they're getting famous. I realize no matter what, they're doing it for free. I need you also to do it for free. I realize no matter what, that I never walk their shoes. I realize I walk for free. I just walk another road. I walk another road. I would be really, really increasing my eye with people. I would just see some guy shoot me. I realized that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. I realized he was a lead generation. I realized he was a leader. I realized Martin Luther King also was assassinated. I realized Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated. I see these three guys. I see Jesus also. I never need to see me in this picture. I realize what they all have in common. I see the I factor. I promise you now that nobody else will speak about this. I promise you for the next 100 years, I promise you that nobody will speak about this. I promise you I'll live the next 100 years. I'll live to 128. I promise you that this video will be a marking in history that Danny can do with the eye. I'm a vegan too. I'm sober. I realize no matter what, I speak to Jesus every day. I never need to show people in my lifetime about I realize I need to live my life. I need to really get ahead of Jesus this time. I realize that. I love you, Danny. I love you too, Jesus. I just had Jesus speak with me. I just had Jesus speak with me. I realize that you may believe I've been crazy. I realize no matter what, I need you to realize I never get crazy with my eye. I need you to realize that you never lose me either. I need you to realize that Jesus speaks in the eye. I need you to realize that Jesus speaks with you in the eye. I realize that you can speak with Jesus at any time. I realize that Jesus will speak with you. I realize that I will always lift you. No matter what you do. I see that no matter what you do in life, I need you to speak your I, and you will speak in Jesus' name. I see that. I just need you to walk in the I. I need you to see how freeing Jesus is. I need you to speak evil. I need you to speak everything with the I. I need you to speak evil with the I. I need you to see the laws of wisdom. I need you to see the laws of good and bad. I need you to realize the apple tree. I need you to realize everything. I just need you to stay private a bit. I realize that in 100 years, I realize the world will still be ego. I have to make you shut up about that. I need you to do it behind the scenes. I need you to let me reign supreme for the next 100 years. I need you to watch me and how I do it. I need you to go and make your own storage. I need you to go and make your own information about it. I realize then, before you die, I will say for you to go and share it. I realize then you can go to heaven and watch it. I can see your work also. I realize no matter what, I realize that once I die, I will go to heaven. I will then watch my story unfold. I will watch my legacy unfold. I promise you I've lived this world already. I've lived this world 3 times. I see this is my 4th time. I've lived this world 4 times. I can really give you the details. I can see that with my eye. I swear. I lived in the time of Jesus. I lived in the time of Jesus. I realized I lived in the time of, I can really amplify this. I can say I lived in the time of, I will say it in future videos. I will understand no matter what, I did live in Jesus' time. I promise you. I live in this time. I realize no matter what, guys, I did live 4 times. I see that. I see the number. I understand that everybody, I realize that everybody can be born again in this world. I realize it's a competition. I realize that it's some kind of competition with the eye. I will say it's a competition with the eye. I realize that's the good news. I realize no matter what, I realize that is the game we play. I realize Jesus is gonna really overtake us. I realize no matter what, I realize it's a game. I realize that I will overtake Jesus 5 times. I realize Jesus will have a much easier time to do it. I realize I will be the first man in history to overtake Jesus. I have that amplified as my medal. I honestly need you to go into heaven. I need you to see my medal. I need you to see my badge of honor. I need you to realize that Saint Daniel has really, really amplified Jesus' name. I call myself Saint I. I realize Saint I is really Jesus. I will say that. No matter what, I now really, really, I have a beard going. I need you to realize, I realize saints have beards going. I realize there's no rakia for me. I realize there's no alcohol for me in life. I can have some rakia in heaven. I realize no matter what, I have a gathering to go to. I will say though, that everybody who's died, I realize no matter what, will be in heaven. I realize no matter what, everyone will be in heaven. I bring you the good news. I bring you the good news of Jesus Christ. I realize that Jesus Christ has spoken to God. I realize that no matter what Jesus has said, I have to watch out. I realize that Jesus has said that you will rise 3 days later. I realize no matter what, after 3 days, you will also enter the kingdom of heaven and you'll never be judged. I promise you that you'll never be judged for what you do. I realize that you never need to go kill people. I never need you to be a prisoner of this lifetime. I never need you to do that. I never need you to be a prisoner of this life. I promise you that all prisoners in life, I promise you anybody who's killed anybody in this lifetime has been judged already. I promise you that the only person that can judge you, I promise you that the only God that can judge you is you. I promise you that nobody else can judge you. I realize that there is no God up there that will judge you. I promise you that the only God that judges you is you. I will say how. I will say that when you fall from your eye, I realize that when you cut your eye, you will fall into the ego. I never need you to fall into the ego. I realize that the ego will judge you. I realize Satan will judge you. I realize Satan is really the judgmental factor. I've had people judge me. I have had rejection after rejection. I realize I've had rejection after rejection. I realize people have called me judgmental. I realize people have been right and wrong against me. I realize people are judging themselves all the time. I never need you to judge yourself. I need you to judge your eye in a way that you never judge. I never need you to judge. I never need you to judge. I need you to realize that you can judge in your eye. I just realized that you can judge. I just never need you to cut off your eye. Otherwise, you really judged. I need you to realize that when you cut your eye, you've fallen into Satan's hands. I need you to realize what Satan is. I never need you to see Dracula. I never need you to see monsters. I never need you to see some fucking darkness with a chain with some monster in there. I promise you that's what people believe of Satan. I never need you to see vampires. I never need you to see the Saw films. I promise you that's not hell. I promise you what hell is. I promise you hell is right now. I promise you that heaven is right now. I promise you that you have the good and bad experience here. I promise you, I hope you have only the Jesus experience in life. I promise you that guy lived heaven only in this world. I will also get it better than Jesus. I get to live twice the amount of Jesus in heaven, in this world. I realize in this world, I realize I get to live more than Jesus in heaven. I also get to live in hell. I live more in hell than Jesus. I get that too. I realize some people are going to get the hell remark. I realize no matter what, I realize some people have the badge of honor. I realize they're in the hell factor. I realize some people have lived the hell in this world. I realize no matter what, I need you to realize that those people who never realize their I realize that those people who never realize Jesus' name, I realize those are the people who are 100 and something. I will promise you now. I will promise you that those people have only got to that age because of the I. I realize that some people do have a badge of honor with hell, and I will say it for heaven. I realize that in heaven there's a badge of honor. I realize that in heaven there's a badge of honor that says the #1 hellman. I understand there is a person. I understand that there is a person in the world that lived hell the most. I just never need you to live in hell the most. I need you to overtake Jesus. I realize that's the real game. I never need you to be any other number. I need you to be the first number. I need you to be the first number after me. I need you to realize this world's growing. I need you to realize that this world is going to be full of people. I already see it. I see a massive world here over here. I realize that this world's capacity, I realize it can hold 50 billion people. I realize it can hold more than that. I just will say something. I will say that in this world, there is a limit. I realize no matter what, there is a limit in this world. I realize that the world will multiply. I realize eventually that cities will be built in the middle of Australia. I see cities, I see massive cities, I see skylines in the middle of the desert. I see the Sahara Desert, I see it filled. I see no more desert there. I promise you, it's going to be full of people. I see markets there. I see really massive buildings. I see no matter what, I see that every single house in the world, I see that will be crushed. I see that will be lifted. I see that will be lifted into something more. I realize that every single area, I see that every single acre, I see that everything I see that everything I say, I have to realize I am now much better than what I said. I am not the ego. I have to realize that my I is very important. I realize that everything in life, I have to keep speaking the I. I have to keep improving my communication over here. I realize every single real estate in the world, I realize will have 50 apartments. I realize there will be 100 bedrooms. I realize there will be 300 bedrooms in 1 acre. I realize this is going to be a massive world. I realize there is a limit. I realize there is a limit. I realize people are going to be living in the ocean. I honestly will say, yes. I have to say. I understand that people in land, I realize it's going to be populated. I am lucky to be able to be living in the year 2020. I realize in this year I have Nintendo. I realize Jesus never had Nintendo. I realized Jesus never had sex. I did have sex. I realized Jesus never had this music going on. I realized Jesus never had internet going on. I see how lucky I am. I realize Jesus never had airplanes. I realize Jesus never had the radio. I realize Jesus never had TV. I realize Jesus never had cinemas going on. I realize Jesus never had what we have today. I will say that. I need you to consider yourself lucky. I realize that back then, I realized Jesus really lived life. I realized that Jesus really lived life better than you today. I never care what we have in life. I care about Jesus. I care about I. I can say I care about I now. I care about Jesus too now. I see Jesus as my brother now. I feel I level Jesus. I just have to prove it now. I have to prove it for I. I have to overtake Jesus. I realize no matter what, I realize that you guys today also have to realize what I is. I need you to study from me now. I need you to look at Jesus also. I need you to see two mentors over here. I need you to see now that I can live much better than Jesus. I need you also to study Jesus' life. I need you to see how it lived. I need you to see how he lived. I realize Jesus also deserves everything we have. I realize that Jesus will be here. I realize that Jesus will just show up in the same body. I realize that Jesus will have the name Jesus. I realize I bring the good news now. I realize no matter what, I've lived already 4 times. I realize nobody in life has already taken. I really have to say this. I realize that no one has overtaken Jesus. I see in human history that nobody has ever overtaken Jesus. I see Hitler as the ego. I see he killed the most people in the planet. I see that guy killed the most people. I realize something. I'm honest about that. I realize that's the biggest ego. I see probably that guy has the #1 medal for that. I will say that Hitler is in heaven. I will say that his soul is in heaven right now. I just realized that I realized that Hitler's ego is never in heaven. I realized that's Satan that killed all those people. I understand that Satan is something that has no eye. I need you to realize. I need you to realize that when Jesus went to speak in the deserts, I realized no matter what, I realized that Jesus was attacked by Satan. I need you to understand what this means. I need you to understand that Jesus was speaking with Satan. I understand that. I need you to understand how this happened. I need you to understand that from everything going on, I need you to realize that Jesus walked the desert for 40 days and nights. I need you to realize that he was tested by Satan. I need you to recognize something now for yourself. I need you to go for 40 days and 40 nights to walk the sand in the Sahara Desert. I promise you that you will also be tested by Satan. I'll let you see how. I realize no matter what, I need to go. I never need you to go there. I go to the Sahara Desert, I start walking. I promise you, I need to be strong. I need to keep believing in my eye. I see already that Satan will test me. I promise you that Satan will only test you always. I remember that you have an ego. I need you to realize something. I realize that no matter what, that your ego will follow you. I just need you to stay on top of your ego always. I need you to realize how you do that. I need you to realize the I factor. I need you to realize that you keep lifting with your eye. I need you to hold your eye strongly. I never need you to lose it. I realize that each I that you say in a video will increase your confidence. I realize that every time you cut off your eye, I realize that any time that you never pronounce I in a video, I promise you that Satan is testing you. I understand how Jesus was tested. I understand that Jesus never came from some fucking pyramid or something. I understand I was watching the video. I understand they totally bullshit. I see the video that they pronounce. I see that people believe that Satan is somewhere out there in the world. I will say that Satan is your ego. I understand that Jesus was tested every single day of his life by Satan. I will say that Satan, in the film The Passion of the Christ, I see Satan walking over there as some human being. I will say something. I will say that's honest. I will say that Satan is really in your mind. I will say that Satan never looks like some fucking vampire. I understand that. I understand that Satan is never out there somewhere. I understand that Satan will never speak from the heavens somewhere. I have to make you realize, I have to speak with you. I was tested by Satan. I see everybody tested by Satan. I see Jesus as a little kid. I see him growing up. I see him overcoming Satan. I see him overcoming Satan. I see Jesus was always speaking his I. I love me. I love me. I'll lift you. I'll lift you. I bless you. I love you. I will come up with you. I need you to follow me. I see what you say. I understand you. I never need you to do this. I love you. I need you to realize what's happening here. I realize that those people who never speak in I terms, I for ideas, I realize that those people are Satan. I realize that those people are really tested. I realize that those people conform to satanic realms. I realize that those people convert to Satanism. I need you to realize that's the ego. I need you to realize that Satanism is ego. I need you to realize that I never need you to be tested. I realize I can go walk the Sahara Desert now. I can really walk it. I can really believe in my eye. I can just walk it. I promise you I'll never die. I promise you I'll never die. I believe in my soul. I believe in my soul so much I can walk the whole Sahara Desert. I can prove it. I can also prove it. I can talk it up and I can go. I can go. I can go. I can go anywhere. I can do anything. I just need you to realize I never have to go. I never have to go. I never have to prove it. I will prove myself. I will prove myself that I can overtake Jesus. I never need you to believe me. I never need you to believe me. I believe in me. I believe in I. I never even believe in me. I believe in I. I see that me is nothing. I see that I is everything. I see that there is a big difference between I and me. I never need you to be me. I need you to be I. I see that I is Jesus. I'll lead you to Jesus. I then need you to walk in the I. I see that Jesus walked in the I. I need you also to walk in the I. I already see what Jesus can do. I already see that Jesus can walk on water. I can also walk on water. I believe Jesus. I can realize that. I see that. I see anything that Jesus has done in powers, I promise you also I can do. I can see it. I see. I never need to prove it to you. I see already proven in Jesus. By name. I realize no matter what, I is everything. I will lift you. I will take you into a better world. I realize that I never have negativity. I am perfect. I am a blessing. I will never drop into the ego hands with I will never lose in life. I realize though I can get killed with my I realize no matter what I speak of other egos, I can see that. I can see that I can get killed by other people who have no I. I realize I have to lay low. I have to shut the fuck up. I realize I can see that now. I can see Jesus saying that. I realize that. I can see it. I have no clue except I have to shut up. I understand I have a clue. I understand I'm just broadening my mindset right now. I need you to realize that I can live in Jesus' thy name. I understand that Jesus is saying, I never need you to make yourself famous in the life coaching realm such as Tony Robbins does. I understand I can do so much better than Tony Robbins. I understand that guy can get shot today. I realize that guy is speaking too much. I realize he's doing a magnificent work. I understand what he's doing. I understand. I would just do a much better I than Tony Robbins. I need you to see that Tony Robbins is really living life. I need you to see that the coronavirus is made because of egos. I need you to see that the coronavirus and what's going on today in the world in 2020, I will honestly say, is due to the fact that the money crisis is going down. I see the money is going down in the world. I see crime and rates going up. I see suicide rates going up. I see ego going up. I will hold you accountable for this. I have to also teach this. I have to teach this. I just promised myself I realized something better. I realized that I have to share the message. I realized no matter what, I have to lay low about it. I have to also speak my intent. I have to speak, I have to teach it for myself. I have to do it behind closed doors. I have to. I see Jesus say, I am honest. No matter what, I will say something. I will speak to you guys after this lifetime. I realize I can do that best. I realize that the world here, I realize no matter what, I realize people are drunk, I realize people are losing, I realize people are gambling their money away. I can only survive. I can survive much better. I have to shut up about it. I need you to realize something. I need you to realize that I will teach you the I factor. I will teach you everything about Jesus. I'll teach you about how he lived. I realize that will always stand the test of time. I realize everything else is bullshit. I realize everything else never matters. I realize everything else is ego. I will, however, teach something for me so I can live life. I only do it for I. I realize everything else I'll do so I can get better. I also do it for I. I realize no matter what, I do it for I mean I do it for Jesus. I do it for I. I do it for I also. I need you to realize, I need you to grow up. I need you to gain a foothold in life. I need you to study Jesus. I need you to study the Bible. I need you to study with me. I need you to really invest your soul into everything. I realize that people will kill me when I speak up about it. I see that 4 assassinations have happened. I never need to be the 5th. I already see it coming when I go there. I never need to go there. I never need to scare Jesus also. I promise you guys, I never scare anybody. I realize no matter what, I never need to disrupt my own mind. I realize that I have no mind anymore. I realize the Buddha said have no mind. I realize what he says now. I realize when the Buddha says have no mind, I realize that he really means have an I factor. I realize that the Buddha really did, I have to say that the Buddha did have an I factor. I will say that no matter what, that Buddha just never lived better than me. I will say also, no matter what, that Buddha never lived better than I. I see that Buddha lived in a different time. I realize that Buddha is inspirational. I realize that Buddha really dove into his own statement of I. I realize that the Buddhism religion, I realize that Muhammad's religion, I realize all of the religion of the world are speaking about I. I will say that I is a religion. I is everything. I respect the religions of the world. I just realize that too much myths are going around. I realize too much omens are going around. I realize I sussed this I out. I feel like Albert Einstein. I just do better than Albert Einstein. I realize no matter what, I will go my way. And when I realize when I say my way, I realize I say I way. I realize no matter what, I always fall on that trick. I realize that my is never mine. I realize that my is never me. I realize that me is never mine. I realize that only I is I. I realize that everything else is bullshit. I never need you to be anything else except I. I mean I. I need you to be I. I is only you. I never need you to be I. I need you to be I in you. I is one. I promise you, I is always unique. I promise you that when you're I promise you that you're unique. I promise that you're unique in your I. I'm unique in my I. I promise you that you'll never look as I do. I promise you that your I is always different from everyone else's. I promise you that there is only one I. I promise you that me and Jesus have a different I going. I live in a different time than Jesus. I can now promise you this. I can promise you that me and Jesus are different people. I can promise you that we live different lives. I can see the comparison. I can compare with Jesus now. I can compare with Jesus. I can see that Jesus is totally unique. I can see Jesus' life. I can see he walked a different path. I can live the life of Jesus. I can really live in the highest regard. I can also walk a different path. I never have to walk exactly as Jesus did. I will also say I must walk exactly like Jesus did in my I. I just never need to walk all those mountains and where Jesus went. I can walk the same I can just do it around different territories of the world. I can just do it in a unique way in my I never have to speak exactly like Jesus did. I never have to walk exactly like Jesus did. I never have to sit like Jesus did. I never have to do anything like Jesus did except for the I. I realize this is massive. I realize that I can compare with Jesus. I realize no matter what that you can compare with people. I realize that you can compare with people when you have your I. I just never need you to lose your I. I realize that losing your I is everything in terms of negativity. I never need you to be negative. I need you to be positive. I realize that I is something that you need more. I need you to boost up your vocabulary skills. I need you to have a great mixture of words. I need you to really invest in the I. I need you to realize that you mix everything with the I. I realize that Jesus lived everything different from me. I mean I will say that Jesus is a different I. I'm also the same I as Jesus. I'm also the same I as Jesus. I realize the truth stays the same. I realize that the truth is I. I realize that the truth will always be the truth. I need you to realize that. I need you to realize that the world will always be the same. I need you to see that the world is I. I need you to realize that everything in terms of comparison is I. I need you to see the yin-yang theory. I need you to see I only in that. I need you to see the laws of opposites. I need you to see the gravity. I need you to see the laws of the universe. I need you to see everything that Albert Einstein said. I need you to see everything that everybody said in life is I. I need you to see that's the word of God. I need you to see that word of God is I. I need you to live it. I just need you to be unique in your specimen. I need you to be unique in your cell. I need you to realize that you need to live life in your I in a different way toward Jesus and I. I realize that you will have your own I. I realize I will have my own I. I realize Jesus has his own I. I realize we have the Holy Trio over here. I understand that. I just will say this. I'm honest. I also need to say that here you will see 3 different I's. I see one in all of us. I see you will live in a different time. I realize you will do something different. I realize you may even overtake me. I realize no matter what, I've taught you something. I realize once you capture this, I promise you, you'll skyrocket. I didn't need you to catch up to me. I need to catch up to Jesus. I need to elaborate that you will live a different life from Jesus. I need you to see that you will have an I also like Jesus. I have an I like Jesus. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that we have 3 I's over here. I will say that we are all the same. I am also saying that you will be unique in your realm. I understand Jesus is unique in his realm. I understand I'm unique in my realm. I understand I've lived a better life than Jesus. I will just say that no way. I will say no matter what, that Jesus will always obliterate me. I realize no matter what, I will say this. I have the ability. I will say this. I have the ability to overcome Jesus in terms of his eye. I will say that. I've never done it. I can never lie about this. I can never lie about this. I can never lie in the eye. I realize I is integrity. I realize I must do it. I realize I have to do it. I will, however, say that at 61, I will say I have overtaken Jesus. I will say what the Buddha said, I see nirvana. I see nirvana. I understand what nirvana is. I understand it's something to do with the I. I understand Buddha realized the I nature. I see that's what Buddha was speaking about. I see that no matter what, I see Buddha never overtook Jesus. I understand that. I understand that clearly. I understand, though, that Buddha is a smart man. I will say that Buddha is a smart man in his right that he did some work. I realize people never do some work. I realize Buddha done more work than most people. I will, however, say, no matter what, that I, in Jesus' name, done the most work in history until now. I can overtake Jesus. I just say that. I will say that. I just never can say that I overtook Jesus. I can never say that. I can say I overtook Jesus in the hell realm. I understand that. I can say that. I understand that I had something that Jesus never did. I understand that too. I just never lived better than Jesus. I just say that. I, at the moment, never lived better than Jesus. I understand nobody in the world has already lived better than Jesus. I understand that whoever's watching this video, I promise you, you have another 33 years to overtake Jesus. I promise you, by the time you watch my video, you need to overtake me. I promise you, I have another 100 years on top of that. I'll live until 133. I promise you, I realize that my eye, I have to be careful, I realize I need to say I just so I can live in the I. I need you to say I just always. I need you to see that only I will ever live better. I see anything else that has no I. I see the goners. I see the people who do drugs. I see the people who just waste life. I need you to realize that you never be ashamed about sex. I realize that you can have sex. I just realized that I have I see Jesus. I say no matter what that you do procreate. I say that you do create a better world. I understand that you need to procreate. Otherwise, the world will never exist. I need you to keep Jesus' love. I need you to keep Jesus' Bible alive. I realize that everybody gives everything into this. I understand this now. I see the world has 7.6 billion people. I understand that Jesus came into the world. I understand no matter what. I understand that, say, people never created people. I promise that Jesus' work would have done for nothing. I understand that. I believe you, Daniel. I love you. I thank you. I thank you, Jesus. I realize no matter what, I just realized something. I realized that everybody is helping Jesus to live Jesus' word. I realized no matter what, I realized that everybody is contributing toward Jesus' name. I realized that everybody is contributing toward God. I realized that everybody is contributing to our word, I. I realize we're one big family. I realize without people, God is nothing. I realized no matter what, I realized that people keep Jesus alive. I understand also that Jesus can keep Jesus alive. I will say that. I will say this. I will say that everybody is contributing to God's glory. I realize everybody's contributing to something. I need you to really muster in the I factor. I need you to really be strong in your I. I need you to really muster that Jesus is also here with me. I need you to realize that I is Jesus, that I is I in my own uniqueness. I need you to realize that you need to broaden your aspect of activity. I need you to realize that you need to learn from me. I need you to learn in the I factor. I need you to go and learn on your own. I learn everything on my own. I learn anything and everything. I learn everything about this world. I go and celebrate. I celebrated with the drugs. I celebrated with all this negativity going on. I fell apart. I was going into suicide. I was going into prison. I was going into that world. I never need that world. I realized that anybody who is in prison right now has an ego. I never need you to be a criminal. I never need you to be Satan down there. I realized that prison is hell. I realized in prison, Satan lives. I realized that Satan lives in prison. I need you to understand. I need you to understand that the police, I need you to understand that they stand for I. I need you to realize that justice means I. I need you to realize that justice means order. I realize that I have an order. I will go up no matter what. I need some order and justice in this world. I realize that justice means I will capture you. I don't care if you're good. I don't care if you're bad. I'll put you in the jail. I never care. I realize that is justice. I realize justice gives no fucks. I understand how the police work. I realize that no matter what, I realize you get yourself in shit. I realize you'll be in jail. I don't care if you're good. I realize the president. I realize what's his name. I realize Nelson Mandela. I see he was in prison for 28 years. I see he was caught in the good factor. I see Nelson Mandela has the badge of honor. I realize he in heaven has a badge of honor saying that he was in prison the most that was good in the world. I say he's number one in that. I promise you he has a badge up there. I need you to have a badge too that says number one. I realize that Nelson Mandela, I realize he stands for something. I realize no matter what, I need you to really, really capture how Nelson Mandela got out of jail. I realized that in the 28 years that he was in prison, I realized that he realized his I. I realized he spoke with God. I realized he was speaking with God. I feel Nelson Mandela now. I realized he was speaking with God in that jail cell. I see that he was always mentioning I love you. I never need to hurt you. I see you. I'm just here. I love you. I realize Nelson Mandela is a peaceful man. I see Nelson Mandela as Mahatma Gandhi. I see that Nelson Mandela would never hurt anybody. I realize they took him out of jail. I see because of I see Nelson Mandela staying the I theory. I love you. I never need to hurt you. I'm here to live for I. I'm here to enjoy my life. I would say this in prison. I would say this in Nelson Mandela's hands. I say no matter what, I am never in jail. I'm never in jail. I never need to be in jail. I realized that Nelson Mandela was in jail. I realized that he was speaking in the I factor. I need to talk to you. I need to realize how I get out of you. I need to understand I need to just be here. I need to relax. I need to see that I'm in a prison cell. I'm not in a prison cell. No matter what, I have to be careful. I have to be careful. I realize I can speak in what's going on. I realize I just never need to be in a prison cell. I realize that I've already explained how Nelson Mandela got out of prison. I promise you that anybody in the world can come out of prison. I promise you that no matter how many people have killed somebody, I promise you that I will bring you out of prison. I understand that no matter what happens, I can see anybody who has an ego in the world can get out of prison with the eye. I don't care how many people you killed. I promise you. I promise you that I can change everything. I'm rich or better. I promise you, I thank everybody in this video for watching. I need you to share it. I need you to really capitalize in your I factor. I really need you to explain the I more. I need you to realize that I is everything. I need you to see that whatever's happening around the world is because of I. I see that World War III is on the around. I see World War III coming. I see World War III coming in this world. I need you to realize, I realize that that's for I. I realize that I never even have to expose that in video. I will say though that I have plans for that. I have to do that for I. I realize anything else is Jesus' work. I realize anything else is I work. I'd rather do I work here. I realize anything else I can promote in the world. I just realized that. I realized I can go the Tony Robbins way. I just realized that. I can do something there. I can become famous in that. I can do something there. I just realized no matter what, that you guys have your I credibility. Realize that I is everything. I never need you to lose your I. I never need you to corrupt yourself. I never need you to get negative. I never need you to lose out. I need you to keep capitalizing. I need you to walk the free way. I need you to never work for money. I need you to realize that I never work for money. I realize that Jesus never worked for money. I need you to understand that Jesus walked around. I realize that Jesus always had food. I realize that Jesus' disciples always gave Jesus food. I realize that no matter what, Jesus was always taken care of by his disciples. I promise you. I promise you that everything in terms of food and drink, I promise you that Jesus had his disciples gain the food. I promise you that Jesus had a family. I promise you that Jesus always walked with his disciples. I promise you that Jesus' disciples are his family. I realize no matter what, that the person who turned on Jesus in that time, I realize that person fell into the ego. I realize that person cut off the eye. I realize that Jesus did see that. I realized that Jesus seen that coming already. I realized no matter what, that Jesus had the iron fact in place. I realized that person, I forgot his name. I realized that person had time to realize. I realized that no matter what, Jesus seen him coming because of how he was cutting his eye. I promise you. I realized that I can stay away from people. I can realize everybody around me cuts their eye. I promise you there are good people in the world. I realize I can always be around Tony Robbins. I can always be around that person. I realize that person will never kill me. I trust him. I trust him. I trust my eye. I trust my eye. I just trust that I can be around Tony Robbins. I realize I will never get killed by that person. I can sense his eye. I realize that guy has a massive eye. I just realized I have a bigger eye than Tony Robbins. I realized I can be around people who have strong eyes. I realize people in the world that look for attention. I realize that people need attention. I just need you to realize that you just need your eye attention. I need you to have eye. Eye is all the attention in the world. I never need you to mask out who has a massive profile and social media status so that you can give them money to make them a slave for you. I never need you to do that. I never need you to walk. I never need you to walk in any other direction except for the free direction. I need you to go and give money for your plane ticket so that you can go to the events so that you can give your own speech. I never need you to ask for money. I never need you to say you need this much to get to America to give a 1 hour speech for 5,000 people. I understand then you would be that person's slave. I understand then you would work for that person. I never need you to work for any other person. I need you to work for God, Jesus. I need you to work for I. I need you to work for the I in the free way. I realize I just came up with something I realize I'll say in this video. I realize no matter what, I see that those who have I realize those people will go somewhere. I say they will pave the way. I realize they will give the money. I realize they will do it for free. I realize when they give you money, I realize you receive it. I realize you will receive it. I just never need you to ask for it. I never need you to say, I need this much to go and see you. I never need you to be a slave. I say when somebody comes into your life, I say when they need help, I say you go and help them for free. I say you even drive to them for free. I say you start doing it for free. I never need you to get scammed. I never need you to scam anybody. I never need you to give money for somebody to do your work. I just realized that also. I need you to give money. I need you to give money. I need you to pave your way. I need you to give money. Always. I always need you to give money. I will say something. I will say I never need you to make money. I never need you to make money. I never need you to get money. I need you to receive money. I just need you to do that. I never need you to ask for money. I see the asking is in the I. I realize that you go the free way. I realize no matter what, I say Tony Robbins is calling you to have a massive speech, get together at this massive event of his. I see he will give you 50,000 for 1 hour. I suggest you say no. I realize you say, I will come for free. I will give the speech. I have money. I need you to go there. I need you to go do it for free. I never need you to make the 50 grand. I need you to go do it for free. I then will see to it that you have more money. I promise you that when you go towards Tony Robbins and you give that speech in 1 hour and you do it for free, I promise you gain more than what Tony Robbins was handing out. I will say that you work for God in that moment. I realized that in that moment you had a massive I. I realized you reigned supreme. I realized that you had something going for you. I realized that's more than money can ever grab. I realize you go there. And you get the money. I realize you're working for Tony Robbins. I realize that Tony Robbins will say, I need you to go over here. I need you to see who your king is. I realize no matter what, that people will crap on you. I never need you to work a 9-to-5 job. I promise you that the 9-to-5 job, I promise you this. I promise you that people will try to get you in a 9-to-5 job. I never need you there. I never need you to work for $20 an hour. I never need you to work for $30 an hour. I never need you to work for any money in the world. I promise you that when you work for money, I promise you that you'll be a slave like they were in the pyramid times. I just realized that back then, in the pyramid times, I see that they were forced to work. I see they were forced by people to work in the pyramid. I apologize. I have nothing against them. I just released something I had. I just realized something. I never need you to work for money. I realized back then, in those times, I realized it's happening today. I see today it's happening even worse than those times. I realized back then those prisoners were forced by Egyptians to make those pyramids. I see they were whipped forcefully. I will honestly say that today, people are being whipped even more. I just see them cutting off their eye. I see them working for someone else. I see them never working for Jesus. I see those prisoners. I see they work for Jesus, baby. I see they work for Jesus. I promise you, those prisoners, I promise you that, I see that never even prisoners. I promise you that those people look like prisoners. I promise you they look like they were having a difficult time. I promise you they had the best experience. I will say something. I will say that those people were terrified. I do say that they increased their eye capacity in that moment. I will say they really amped the eye factor. I realized that in those times there were no phones. I realized that in those times there were no communication devices. I realized that they could have taught something massive. I realized that. I realized they didn't write some books. I would have to find them. I realized no matter what, I can now explain what they were meaning. I realized they really learned what I is. I need. I realized this is no good. I see that this is never right. I hate being whipped. I hate these people. I understand what they're doing. I never care about their pyramid. I never care about what they've done in life. I never care to be whipped. I never cared this. I never cared to realize that I need to work in the sun. I have to realize I have to get stronger. I have to realize I need more power. I need to build this pyramid. I need my statue here. I need my statue. I need to fight for this. I need to fight for I need to fight for I. I never care about these people. I never care about these people. I swear I never did anything wrong. I never did anything wrong. I need to realize I need a better world. I need a better world. I feel much better now. I need you to keep whipping me. I need you to keep whipping me now. I never did anything to you people. I will raise this rock. I will raise it. I will get everybody to start building this pyramid now. I'll do it for free now. I will choose to do this. I realized what they were saying. I realized the Egyptians are with me now. I realized in my favor. I just showed you what the Egyptians were saying in that time. I felt them coming into me. I felt from heaven Egyptians and Jesus with me. I felt Egyptians throwing themselves in me to say this. I see when I spoke about Nelson Mandela, I promise you Nelson Mandela came into me. I will say something. I will say now I see much better. I understand I still have a lot to go about explaining Jesus' times. I will over the next 100 years. I promise you I have time. I have time to really recollect everything about what Jesus has done. I can put it into video. I can have a big massive parade going in heaven for I promise you I feel heaven right now in I promise you no matter what, I will never die on this planet. I will keep going. I never die. I promise you there will come a time I realize that people will sense big godness around me. I never say me, I say I. I realize that people will sense God around I see them sensing, I swear, bro. I see them saying it. I remarked that day. I honestly will do much better. I need you guys to realize what I is. I is a solution. I is Jesus. I need you to see your Father. I need you to see who your real Father is now. I need you to see Jesus. I need you to see baby. I need you to see who loves you the most. In this world, in 2020, I love the world most now. I'm the first person in 2020. I realized no matter what, I realized who I am now. I'm I. I realize no matter what, I realize I have the most love in the world. I see it. I have the most love in the world right now. I see nobody else loving your wife more than I in 2020. I promise you, I love everybody in this world more than they love themselves. I love their wives more than they love their wives. I love their kids more than they love their kids. I promise you, I can see that. I hope that you overtake me. I hope that you understand this. I hope no matter what, I see a world I see full of you can overtake. I understand that full of you can overtake me. I understand no matter what, I am a person who is first in history to get the Bible now. I will just plant it into video. I'll put it into I. I'll put into I into today's language. I see that's real Jesus work. I understand what that is. I can preach it. I love to talk about it. I love to talk about it because I see I. I see what I is. I love it. I see anything else. I just keep quiet about it for I. I never care about these other people. Although see I can life coach in a different way. I can shut up. I will see something about that. I see no matter what, I will do I realize that I is the most important. I will show you no matter what in more videos how to do better. I realize that I've shown you in this video how to do I realize in this video I've shown you how to I realize no matter what, I is just a way for you to say I love you, I need you to come here, I need to talk to you. I need you to see that when you're starting sentences, I need you to raise the I signal right away. I hear the phone ring, I hear her say hello. I never need you to say hello at first. I need you, baby. I need you, baby. I see you talking to a guy, I see you're a straight person. I seen you at the shops. I just need you to realize something. I remember the time me and you went, understand, I realized that I is the best sentence. I realized that when you're writing a fiction book, I need you to write after the full stop, I need you to have the first word as I. I parade this bitch. I need you to I parade everything. I need you to I pervert everything. I need you to be a pervert in the I. I need you to do everything in the I. I need you to be evil in the I. I promise you you'll never be evil. I promise you you'll never be a pervert. I promise you you'll be perfect. I promise you you'll lift your I. I promise you that everything in you will really lift you. I promise you that when you're writing stories, I need you to say I. I promise you when you're writing scripts for the movies, I need you to say I in every fucking sentence. I never need other fucking words. I understand how hello works. I never need you to say hello. I need you to say something else other than that. I see hello as fucking ego. I never need you to go to a woman to say, hey, I fucking bitch you. I understand what that is. I need you to say, I love you. I just seen you the other day. I love that even more. I don't need you to go, I don't need you to go, hey, I said she'll run off with some bigger guy than you. I realize that when you're fighting ego, I promise you that there is a bigger ego somewhere out there that she can find. I realize that when you go for a woman who is egotistical, I promise you that she will go for a guy who has a bigger ego. I promise you that guy can kill you. I promise you the woman will go for guys who really kill, who are in ego and she's in ego. I promise you that no matter what, I never need you to go ego. I promise you that you never go for egotistical women in the first place. I never need you to get killed. I promise you there are ego women out there who really love guys who really kill people. I never need you to be with them. I can realize what they say. I go for a guy who kills people. I realize what they'll say. How about you? I need you to kill someone for me. I need you to kill someone for me. I need you to prove yourself to this pussy. I never need you, bitch. I need you to get the fuck away. I never need to kill people. I never need to be in prison. I understand. I never kill for pussy. I see how Jesus was killed. I never need to be that son of a bitch. I realize what a son of a bitch is now. I realize it's someone who kills people. I realize. I understand no matter what. I realize any rude word thrown at people, I have to understand that you can swear. I need you to swear. I can help you swear. I just need you to see Scarface. I need you to see Scarface. I need you to see Scarface as Jesus Christ. I need you to see that Jesus is Scarface. I need you to realize that Scarface never wanted to kill a child. I realize the other guys killed the child. I need you to see who is more good there. I need you to see that Scarface in the film is good. I realize that he shoots the guy who killed the mum and the son. I realize no matter what, I realize Scarface shoots the guy who killed the mum and the children. I remember. I fucking tell you, you stupid fuck. I fucking kill you. I fucking look at you now. I promise. I promise that Scarface done all the drugs. I promise you he was good. I promise you he was a good person in the film. I promise you he was your best friend in the film. I promise you he was more faithful in your heart than all the other guys. I never care about the drugs that he was doing. I never need you to be Scarface. I need you to realize, I need you to be Scarface in the good realm. I just never need you to do the drugs, such as Scarface. I realize the tactic. I realize that tactic of Scarface film and how many people converted into being Scarface in a negative manner. I need you to realize the good about Scarface. I never need you to go doing drugs. I realize that you cut your eye. I need you to realize to take the good out of Scarface to never kill a kid. I never need you to kill kids with mums and children. I see that as Jesus. I see that's the whole film for me. I see no matter what, I realize that film has a massive storyline. I realize it's good against bad. I realize that Scarface was killed. I realize I never needed Scarface to die. I realize the guy is good. I realize the bad won. I realize Jesus. I realize I see in that realm, I see evil killed Jesus also. I remember Scarface. I realized he was good. I realized evil killed him too. I realize I see another assassination. I see they killed Scarface. I see they killed John F. Kennedy. I see they killed Mahatma Gandhi. I see they killed Martin Luther King. I see they killed Jesus. I see 5 people who are assassinated. I see 5 ideas. I see 5 eye symbols. I see 5 ways to never die. I say, no matter what, I have an idea. I realize something. I realize no matter what, I realize that each and every single time I find an assassination, I just see George. I see George. I seen a recent assassination. I realize somebody killed him. I realize the guy had an eye. I have to go read about it. I just realized there was somebody who got assassinated. I realized there's somebody who was assassinated recently. I remember I see that guy's a 6. I realize now I have to shut up. I have to shut up because there are people who are going to get assassinated in the years to come. I have to shut up now. I have to shut up. I never can speak about this. I just realized that just recently I just realized that just the other day, I realized that George was killed. I realized he was a black man. I realized it was for nothing. I realized the guy was stepping up in some realm of leadership, I will say. I realized he's number 6. I never need to be number 7. I promise you. I promise you. I now will realize that George will see me. I realize now. I realize he is about to be raised. No matter what, I see him already. I realize no matter what, I will now pronounce that I need you to relax. I need you to go into you. I need you to realize that something in the world is killing all these people. I need you to see that it's ego. I need you to realize that you never ever go out into the world such as these people who were killed. I will say so. I will say that you realize that you make them your teachers. I just need you to do what I do now. I need you to see that I run from these people. I close the video realm. I close all that I do so that I realize I never ever expose myself to these people, because I see that in the music realm. I see that nobody gets killed there. I shut up. I run away. I run another direction. I see it coming. I have special powers. I can see that people are egotistical. I realize I never watch the news. I realize that you can get shot. I realize that people can kill you. I realize that you need to be smarter than that. I realize that you need to be smarter on the way to the top. I never need you to be like Jesus, running around in people's faces, because they will kill you. I realize no matter what, Jesus will say the same. I realize that you need to be like Jesus, such as I need you to do the same as Jesus did. I just need you to do it in camera. I need you to do it in a mega storage. I need you to do it really privately, please. I need you to post one link. I need you to realize before you die, I need you to post it. I need you to give it to your family. I need you then to go and promote it. I see all you do then. I just realize no matter what, I need you to go and share it around. I realize no matter what, I need you to share this message around. I need you to realize that people are getting assassinated. I need you to trust the times. I need you to realize to look at the ego around you. I need you to realize that ego will be here for the next 1,000 years. I never need you to start leading the world such as Tony Robbins does. I need you to go lead the world inside of your screen. I promise you, the world is dangerous. I need to show up about this. I need to realize that it's only for I now. I'm safe. I have to take away my journal. I was about to delete my journal. I was never about to delete my journal. I was about to put it into my Google Drive. I was about to put the whole April month into my Google Drive because I spoke about the Rothschilds. I was about to rain on those motherfuckers. I was about to go, I see the Rothschilds. I see they're taking all this. I promise you they will have called someone to assassinate me. I realize that those who are at the top, I realize they can see Tony Robbins. I promise you. I promise you when Tony Robbins is going to an event, I promise you they can get a car. I promise you they can shoot the person with a sniper. I promise you. I promise you people sell themselves for money. I promise you that as soon as the person gets $10 million, I promise you that person will go shoot the guy. I never need you to do that. I never need you to go shoot people. I never need you to do crimes. I never need you to go be Tony Robbins. I need you to be I. I is always unique. I is nobody else except for you. I need you to be I. I already said that Jesus has his own I. I have my own I. I need you to have your own I. I realize that thousands of people can have their own I. I realize there's only one I. I realize that everybody will have uniqueness in how they live. I realize that no matter what, the I is purity. I will leave you at that. And no matter what, I promise you more videos. I promise you I will do more. I need you to really, really help yourself with this. I need you to really read my journal. I need you to study how I do it better. I do it better. I do it better and better. I realize no matter what, I speak for I never speak for you. I speak for you in a way I will raise you. I need you to be better. I will see you guys in the next video.